They send me away to find them a fortune, a chest filled with diamonds and gold. The house was awake with shadows and monsters, the hallways they...
Hey guys, and welcome back. So to go ahead and start this skull diamond look, or diamond skull, whatever one you want to call it, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm using the pencil to kind of sketch out how I want to start the look, and I'm definitely using a reference video and a picture. So definitely find something that you guys want to reference off of and kind of look off of that. And then what's nice about this is to sketch it out is that you can erase. Here I am kind of like wiping away areas with my finger and then redrawing some shapes back on. Then I'm going to go ahead and start drawing the teeth. I drew one right down the middle of my lip, kind of like the center of my nose, and then just went to the sides of my mouth and just kind of spaced them evenly apart and then went from there. Then I had started to draw on the teeth. I'm just using a bunch of small detailed brushes. One is kind of like an angled brush and then like a small flat brush. They're really nothing special, just kind of like some BH Cosmetics brushes. But for the face paint that I'm using, it's actually just from like Spirit Halloween, just like the little tubes of Halloween makeup. But I really regret that decision. If you guys can, I would suggest to invest a little bit more money and get the like Mayron or even like face paint from like Micheals. They have better quality face paint. These were only like $1, I think, and I think I kind of just got what I paid for. They just weren't blending very well. It looked kind of like spotty in some areas. They wouldn't like fade out as much as I wanted them to and give more dimension. They just look patchy, so I just kind of had to make it darker than what I really wanted it to be. So I would definitely keep that in mind, invest a little more money in some better face paint. But for this look, I really only used the black and white face paint. So yeah.
Sick of all these people talking, sick of all this noise, tired of all these cameras flashing, sick of being poised. Now my neck is open wide, begging for a fist around it, already choking on my pride.
So going in, starting with the eyes, I'm going to kind of bring this up to my temples and my forehead area, just kind of give it some more dimension and fill it in, and really start like the top half of the look. I'm just dragging that black face paint all around my eyes. I'm not touching my eyebrows at this moment. I'm going to fill them in a little bit later, but as you see here, I'm going to bring it onto my temples, and then I'm just kind of fade it out and have it darker at your hairline and then kind of lighter towards the inner part of your face. But as you guys can see here, it's not blending very well, which I hated so much, and I hated it so much. I even kind of blended out with black eyeshadow to try and help, but that didn't do a whole lot. It did help, but just get better face paint. I promise you guys will not regret it. But here I am taking some white face paint, and I'm going to actually carve out my eyes a little bit, kind of like a cut crease, but with a white face paint. And then I actually applied some gold shadow on top of that from my, I believe, my JACLYNHILL palette. And then I just took this NYX black jumbo pencils and filled in my waterline just so my eyes weren't looking off. I just wanted everything to be black and kind of all one color. So after that, I applied some NYX black eyeliner, I think it was. And then I took these Ardelle wispies. They are the multipack. These are actually my favorite lashes right now. These are really, really like fluttery and girly, and I love them, and they're still pretty dramatic. But to start the gem process, I actually got these from, I believe it was Micheals. And then I have the Spirit gum, which I also got from like the Spirit Halloween store. And I applied it to my lip at first, and it kind of like dripped into my mouth and stuff. Please don't do that. That was a horrible experience. So I actually applied the glue to the back of the gem, let it dry for a few seconds. As you guys can see here, I'm applying it to the back. And then I'll let it dry for a few seconds to get tacky, and then I will place it onto my lip on whichever part that I want. So after the mouth, I did add some at the top of my forehead and kind of just got them in like a little like Indian formation type thing, if you guys want to call it that. Then here, I'm going to actually take some NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to apply this where I want the glitter to be. So I put this kind of like in the contour area. I applied the NYX glitter glue first and then kind of like dumped the glitter on top of it. I actually took some white face paint too and just kind of put some detail work. It's really customizable, so you guys can kind of just play around with it and kind of figure out where you want some high points or dimension to be. Just kind of put your own creativity to it. I went off a video and a picture, but it's definitely not the same as what she did. I just kind of got a idea and kind of went with it. So definitely do that yourself. You kind of want to use your own creativity and not want to be really like anybody else. So kind of just incorporate what you think you would like and other people would like. But enough rambling. I'm going to jump into my eyebrows just using that same black face paint. Going to fill in my brows, which wasn't that bad actually. It was pretty easy. And then I'm actually going to highlight them as well and take some of that white face paint and put them underneath, kind of like a highlight underneath your brow bone. Just kind of tie everything together. And then here's me completely struggling to get this wig on. It was horrible. But this is actually from the Halloween store as well. It was only like 20 bucks and it was actually not that bad of quality. It's obviously fake, synthetic. But that was everything for this diamond skull look. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!